Hey, Stylistpreneurs, welcome to another episode of the Stylistpreneur Podcast. I am your host, Damali Fils, and I just want to fill you in on how my new year and my 2024 is going. And I hope you guys are having an amazing 2024 so far. I know the New Year's are always so exciting. I know that, all throughout January, like the hype is still up. The goals are still going, or at least I hope they are. And if they aren't, that's totally fine. Like, jump off, jump back in, just continue. Whether it looks rough, whether the path is crooked, like just keep going. So yeah, let's get into it. So guys, actually, this past week, I spent the week or at least 5 days in LA. So something new that I have going on this year is that I am a Mizani artist. I just got this new position, so exciting. And so I just wanted to tell you guys all about that. I know that I do have some listeners that aspire to be an educator, to work with some of the brands, and I just want to share my experience and how I became a Mizani artist. And so leading up to it, I have always taught. Like the other day, someone asked, like, what's your why? Why do you want to teach? And it just goes along with the podcast. Like, I love to teach, I love to motivate, I love to share. I want everybody to win. And if I can do that, if I can win, we can all win. Like that's literally my goal is for every beauty professional, every hairstylist to feel like they are winning despite regardless of what their goals are, whether you're looking to be a celebrity hairstylist, if you want to work in a suite, if you want to be a bridal hairstylist, if I have any information to share with you in order to help you, that's what I'm here for. We will not be gatekeeping in 2024 at all. Okay. We are here to share because sharing is caring. That's lame, but listen, whatever. Um, so leading up to this, throughout the years, I graduated beauty school, Paul Mitchell School. Shout out to them in Tampa, Florida, in 2011. And I would say within a year of graduating from beauty school, I was already volunteering as a guest artist, teaching what I knew or sharing what I knew about extensions. And so that's how my track record started as an educator. Like growing up, and just to go way back, growing up, I used to do pageants. Or even just being a part of like different functions and events. And my talent was always like spoken word, reciting poetry. And I want to say one of my first college classes was like public speaking. So as far as being in front of people, and as far as sharing, it's just something that I've done from a teenager, something that I'm very comfortable with. If you're looking for somebody to get up and speak, let me know. I'm all there. I'm all for it. I would love to volunteer. Being able to share with people, being in front of people, it gives me a high. Like if I'm giving you information, you're loving it, we're vibing. I'm like, what more can I give you? Like, so that's my whole thing around it. So I volunteered at a few of the Paul Mitchell locations. In Florida, I would say Tampa, Miami, Orlando, and also when I lived out in California, I volunteered at a Paul Mitchell school and at, I want to say, a Tony and Guy school. So yeah, so I've been doing this throughout the years while I've been licensed. And so this has actually been one of my goals throughout the years, and it's finally coming to reality. And something that I want to show you guys and share with you guys is that whatever your goals are, that they can become a reality. Now it may take some time, and that's totally fine. Because I want to say, as years go by, as you get older, you realize that, you know what? 5 years ago, I may have not been ready. 5 years ago, I may have not had all the tools. 5 years ago, I may have not made all those connections in order to get where I wanted to go. So totally fine. Took a few years to get here, but now I've arrived. I'm here. And so I just want to kind of share with you how I got there. And I did mention, it's about who you know, it's about that networking. And so I have a good girlfriend here in Chicago that we actually went to beauty school with. Her name is Keitha Taylor. Shout out to my girl. Absolutely love her. And so now that I'm in Chicago, looking to make new connections, looking to get myself out there. And she was like, you know what? You should try Canvas Me. Never heard of Canvas Me, did not know what it was. I was like, "Girl, what is that?" And she's like, "Oh, no, like, you go set up a profile." Take a little sip of water. Listen, stay hydrated in, 2024. It's a must. So, I went and checked it out, made a profile, and if you have not seen Canvas Me, it's literally a website, for beauty professionals to find jobs. Whether you're a makeup artist, hairstylist, it allows you to put your profile up, put your about me, you can create a portfolio to show your work. And so I went on there just checking out the job, seeing what was available, and I ran across Mizani. And so Mizani was saying that they were hiring educators, and I was like, "Oh, sign me up." And so I went on, did my profile, filled out everything, and guys, within I want to say that same week, I got a phone call. And I missed the phone call because I was dropping August off. Yo, you guys know August is my baby. Absolutely love him. Um, Dropping August off, missed the phone call, listened to the recording, and it's like, hey, and I don't know if this is oversharing, but this is my truth and this is my story, and I'm gonna tell it. Um, get a voicemail, and it's like, hey, this is Matt, the CEO of Canvas Me. I thought it was a prank call. I was like, "There's no way the CEO is calling me, um, to say whatever he had to say." So I called back and I'm like, "Hello?" And he's like, "Hey, this is Matt, da, 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 da." Long story short, Matt thought I did a great job with the videos. There were video requirements. So if you are looking to be an artist, there are requirements that, you need to do. And one of the video requirements was that you needed to do a 1-minute video showing you teaching something. I would never probably never show that video anywhere else. But I literally did a video on how to blow up a balloon, and apparently I did a good job. And so from that call, we were able to connect with some people over at Mizani. Long story short, the interview process went really well, and now I am a Mizani artist. So that was my story leading up to being a Mizani artist, and it literally was pretty much just because of the people I know. And sometimes we think of other people's stories, and you're like, you know what? I may not be that lucky, or I may not know that person, but your story is your story. How you get where you going is going to be authentic to you. Do not want for anybody else's story. Do not be envious of anybody else's story. Stay tuned in with who you are, what you have, who you know, and just be you. I can't be anyone else besides me, and that's all I want you to be. I want to inspire you with my story, but I also want you to have yours, because guess what? Your story, who you know, and all of that could inspire me or the next stylist. So in 2024, guys, be you. You don't need to be anybody else. You are enough. You are enough. And before I go off on a tangent, I won't. So another connecting part and another piece of networking that I did in order to get this position was that I took a class at Salon Centric. Please take advantage of your classes at Salon Centric. The classes are there. There are some free, there are some paid, but it is education that we need as beauty professionals. And I actually took a color class. And you guys know I'm not a colorist, but it was a Chicago based. I'm so excited. I'm stumbling over my words. But there was a Chicago based hairstylist, Sabrina the Hair Witch, and she was teaching a class. And my girlfriend, Keitha, who is a salon coach for Salon Centric, was like, "Hey, Damali, you should come to the class." Cool, I'm coming. I'd love to meet Sabrina. And so I learned so much more in that class, outside of color. I actually learned a lot about social media. So if you see me posting more on my social media page, it's because of the class that I took with Sabrina, and because I learned so much out of her class. And so in that class, there were other salon coaches and L'Oreal educators. And so there was a lady, and I believe her name is Tanja. I may butcher that, but either way, me and Tanja are forever connected now, because she was just saying how she was a L'Oreal artist. And I was saying, like, hey, I had this opportunity coming up. I'm applying for this job with Mizani, and I had a follow up interview coming. So I literally picked Tanja's brain about being an artist, about getting the job, about what I should expect. And so I say that to say, if you are surrounded by someone, if you're in that same room, if you have a connection to that person, reach out to them, ask them questions, pick their brain if they allow you to. And some people may not be open to it, But I was blessed enough that Tanja was open to it. She gave me her phone number. We went back and forth talking, even to this day now, once I did get the position, make sure you're following up, because I was like, "Hey, Tanja, I got the position. I'm so excited. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for your advice and your tips." And so, there's another event coming up, and I'll see her there. So it's one of those things where, guys, once you are making those connections and making those new relationships, make sure to nurture them. Make sure to keep in contact. Make sure to say thank you, because you just don't know who they know. You don't know how far that can take you. And you know what? She did not have to give me that time. She did not have to give me those tips, tricks, and advice. She could have just been like, "Girl, good luck." And I am forever thankful for that, because I feel like that is a part of my story of why I was able, to land my interview and ultimately land a position. So that's how I got there. All right. So moving forward, like I said, I spent the last week in LA. And so I just want to share with you guys how that week went. So if you know me, I'm like overly I am a goal seeker. I have my goals down. I got my dream board, and that's something that I'm always sharing with you guys is make it clear, make it plain, put it on a dream board. Um, if that's your dream, if it's in your heart, put it out there. Go for it. Don't be afraid. In 2024, we are showing up and showing out. You can do it. I believe in you. I'm doing it. And in 2024, we're going to do it together. And so the week started out and I was anxious. I was excited. I was overwhelmed. And so it was amazing. There was a lot of learning. And I'm going to double check my notes because I don't want to miss anything. I want to make sure you guys are getting this. And so there was a lot, guys. So I was there Monday through Friday, and it started out with taking different classes. There was classes on facilitation, there was classes on wash and goes, on silk presses, some of the things that Mizani plans to focus on for the year 2024. And so when you are learning, when you are becoming a facilitator, like there's a way to do it. And guys, I've taught classes in the past, but literally, I just showed up and taught what I knew. There was no rhyme or reason to it. There was no layout for it. I was doing me. And so now I'm super excited that now that moving forward, when I teach a class, it's going to go step by step. When I teach a class, there's going to be things that I'm going to make sure to include in that class. And that's one of the biggest things that I did get from this week of being at the Mizani Summit training. And so I met all of the artists. We had been going back and forth via online video or just text messages. So it was nice to put faces to names. That was amazing. I want to say there was probably about 40 of us there. And so just meeting all those beautiful souls, meeting people that we were aligned. In 2024, it's all about being aligned. It's about being with the right people. And so I will say, getting to LA, like it was a snowstorm, it was crazy weather everywhere. And so I ended up being laid over with one of Mizani top artists, Al Campbell. And so I saw Al and I was like, "Hey, how you doing? Da, da, da. Tell me everything. Tell me everything. I want to know everything about Mizani. I want to know everything about what we're doing." And that's just my personality. Sometimes it can be big, sometimes it can be overwhelming. Um, but it's always going to be wanting to learn, wanting to know, and wanting to get the most out of any situation. If you find yourself with someone that you look up to, with someone that's doing something that you aspire to do, someone that's doing well in it, pick their brain. And I mean, make it conversational. Don't make it seem like, okay, I got 10 questions. We're going to go down these questions. No, make it conversational. Make sure to share about you, share about the things that you've done, things that you'd like to do. And I want to say that people love to share. People love to talk about themselves too. So people love to share. And I just hope that you guys are as blessed as I am to meet some of these amazing people that you aspire to be, and that you love what they're doing. Because if you're on the right path, if you are aligned, those people will be more than open to share with you and to help you along your way. And they won't be gatekeeping. No gatekeeping, right? Um, and outside of beauty, I want to say if you're ever wondering, and this is just my take on it, if you are ever wondering, am I in the right place? Am I aligned? Is this what I should be doing with my life? When I tell you, I said 6 hours laid over with Al and with another Mizani artist. Shout out to Lauren out of the DMV. She was amazing as well. And so another thing that I found within sitting with them was that we were all, fitness addicts, that we were all looking to better our fitness. Lauren and Al had their water bottle, shaker bottle, drinking their protein. And that's something that we had in common. I was like, man, this is my vibe. These are my people. Like, not only are we trying to do the best that we can within our fields, but we're also taking care of our bodies. We're also very goal oriented. And I absolutely love that because I feel like when you have those little nuggets, when you have those little aha moments, like, okay, like we vibe, we all have some of the same things in common. Like that just reassured me that I was at the right place with the right people and the right brand. So that was amazing as well. I'm gonna check my notes. Let's see. I learned a lot, got my new family. There was definitely a lot of networking, a lot of like there were two girls from Tampa. And you guys know, like, that's my hub, that's my stomach ground, Tampa. So that was amazing to meet the artists that came from Tampa. Um, and there was just so much. It was a great week. Outside of, learning education, learning new things about Mizani, or just refreshing things that we knew, we had fun. Mizani rocks, baby. Like, they have fun. We had a pajama party, we danced, we ate, like, it was all love. It was texture love. So that was amazing. Now, I will say with this new position, my goal is definitely, I'm still in the salon, more so part-time, 2 days, and so I want to better, you know, service my clients. I wanna make sure that the services that I am giving, that is top notch. Products that I am giving that is top notch, and that's why I decided that this position will be great for me as a hairstylist. And also to be able to share with you guys that would like to be an artist. Like, this is something that I can now share with you, and that we can, ride this roller coaster together. And so let's see. I'm just making sure I don't forget anything, guys. This is super like last minute. I decided, girl, let's give this information. And so one of the biggest things that I learned this week was to always be teachable. So now, all the artists that came around, like, we have years of experience. We're already doing silk presses. We're already doing wash and goes, but there's always, always, always a different way to do it, a better way to do it. And so I definitely learned a lot that I plan on incorporating with my clients. And so I'm thankful that I was able to get that information because guess what? The more you learn, the more you earn. And so in this new year, guys, whether you're getting new certificates, whether you're becoming educators, the more that you learn, the more that you're able to come back and show a certificate, show a plaque, the more you're able to show, hey, I learned this. You're giving more to your clients. And when you get more to your clients, you're able to say, hey, I'm worth more now. I have more education. I have more certificates. When you're able to do that, you're becoming an expert in your field. You're becoming an authority figure in your field. And that's the goal for 2024 is that, if we're charging more, if we're saying that we're experts, we need to be able to back it up. And that's the key for 2024. Because guess what? We're going to be winning. We are going to be doing better in 2024. Guys, I just wanted to share my experience with you. If you have any questions, comments, please share them. And like I said, I want to do this together with you in 2024. So thank you for tuning in. In 2024, we are going to be learning more so that we can earn more. Guys, thank you for tuning in to another episode. Have an amazing day.